What's up, bro?
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Sean and Sean talk about shit.
Welcome back.
We in third space again,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, we're in a different space in third space. The spot that we're going to be in is there's a little work in there today, so we had to find a different place to record today. But, you know, it's a blessing.
Absolutely.
Be in a space that's big enough to have other spaces that we can go to.
Absolutely. It's pretty dope to be able to move around the building, not only just for us to do the show, but I mean, you all see this episode, it's just showing you all different portions of the building. So you all come and kick it when you're ready.
Absolutely.
It's definitely an open space for y'all to come and hang out in Baltimore.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know what I'm
So,
saying?
yeah, we was talking a little bit earlier. You know, yesterday was your birthday.
Absolutely. Yesterday's my birthday.
Happy belated.
The Black Swan.
And we had a good dinner last night.
Baltimore.
Yeah, the Black Swan.
Absolutely.
Excellent dinner.
Lamb chops.
Yeah, lamb chops. I was talking about I don't do lamb chops, but you know, long story short, I just don't like the taste. And it was just like, why would they decide to put a mint sauce with that? Why is that the only meat that you put mint on? First of all, it is like, I don't know. I can't get with it.
Sometimes like different sauces will pull the notes out, and depending on how the sauce was created, it might give you a little bit of essence.
Okay.
You dig?
All right. Yeah, I feel you, bro. I just can't get with it. But it tastes, like I said, it tastes like a warm double mint. Like, but
He's not talking about that the Black Swan. Black Swan don't have the mint sauce.
no.
That's that was that Fogo that he did.
Right, Fogo. I didn't try the mint. I didn't try the lamb because I had already said I'm done trying lamb because every time I try it, I just don't like it.
Absolutely.
But so we was talking about what happened this past weekend.
Oh yeah.
With the presidency. There was an assassination attempt on Donald Trump's life. 18-year-old kid in Butler, Pennsylvania, about 35 miles north of Pittsburgh. Tried to take him out. Tried to take him out, and during one of his presidential showings, you know, his campaign show. I was saying to you before we remembered that we didn't press record, I was saying to you that these politics today almost seem like something that if you read it in a novel in the 60s or 50s, you would think that, oh crap, this guy's mind that wrote this is just completely out there.
He's outlandish.
Yeah.
They used to use words like that.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, to be honest, Sean, first of all, like there's no space in America, at least, for political violence against.
Absolutely no.
I don't know what they do in other countries. I'm saying in America, so I can't tell you what to do wherever you from or wherever you at. Like, but for us in America, that's not the standard. But I also, like, most people know me, right? They know that my greatest presidential address, that like the one that I find the most intriguing, is President Washington. It's very well addressed, right? This is 40 years of service. He's been there. They try to make him the king. He's like, nah. He says we a lot in it. And in that space of him saying we, he's talking about black, white, and Native Americans. But he don't say that specifically, even though we know that that's who he was talking about.
Absolutely.
And then in the speech is very forwardly that he started speaking about how, like, if we start, you know, coming to like a party system, right, then what'll happen is we'll create a system of winners and losers, and like we'll get into the space where foreign governments can subvert our government. Like, we have like dissolved into that space right now because of affinity space. Like, people want to have, I think I deserve, and automatically because I deserve, that means if you want something, it's going to encroach on what I deserve.
Right.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's just it's a weird space to be in, and you know, a lot of people were saying that that the assassination attempts was a hoax, that it was a show that was put on. I saw Donald Trump's face when it went down. That dude was scared, you know.
Absolutely.
And then when they brought him back, when you could hear the Secret Service clearly say shooters down. When he rose back up and he realized the shooter was down, that's when he started he became Donald Trump again. Yeah. You know, I guarantee he probably pissed himself a little bit. I guarantee he pissed himself. But that's why politicians always wear dark suits. That's what I was always told.
That is the truth.
Yeah,
man.
I was told that. And I believe it now. You don't know. You might be out here, somebody might shoot
That's
you
why they was angry about Obama with the tan
with
suit.
the tan suit at one time.
He got the confidence to walk around pissy. Where you get this guy from?
Yeah. That's out here. They try to tell you it's because of power.
No.
Power color, power tie. No, it's to hide them piss stains.
That's what the P for.
Yeah, it's to hide the piss stains.
The power to cover your piss.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm with it, man.
So I will say this. We've been around the Secret Service quite a bit in our careers for what we do for a living. They said something the other day when I was watching CNN that I've never heard the Secret Service say. The building that the kid climbed up on top of that was 150 yards away from the podium, right? They said that it wasn't on them to scan that building. It was on the local authorities. They put it on the local authorities. This is according to a report from CNN. We've been around. We know how. We know how. We've been around them. We know how they work. Yeah. You ever heard him say anything like that,
Bruh, listen, I watched the commander of, I think it was HHS, retiring.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And at the time it was President Trump, showed up to his thing. Bro, they blocked off everything for like 7 or 8 blocks.
There was a bubble. There's a bubble.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
So when we remember that recruiting station, they got the mass shooting in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I went down and did the audio for the memorial service for that. Me and Law, we got tasked with going down. We sent the live truck down to Chattanooga and we carried it live over divots. And when we were doing the plan, we found out that then Vice President Biden was going to come and do the eulogy. Vice President Biden coming to do the eulogy told me that, because back then DMA was like, oh, well, you don't need to stay in the cheap. They want to stay at the cheapest hotel. We had to get inside the bubble of the Secret Service, because if we wasn't getting in that bubble, if we wasn't inside that bubble, you wasn't getting in.
Not get in.
So I had to, luckily they listened to me on that trip, and we got to stay right a few blocks away from the convention center where they had the damn thing. But if you're not in that bubble, you're not getting in that bubble.
The thing that's getting me is like, how does the Secret Service first come up with that as the explanation?
Yeah.
But then secondly, how do you not, who is not monitoring this rooftop? You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
I've never been around the Secret Service and they didn't monitor the rooftop.
Right.
Like, it's snipers on the roof.
Yeah.
That's why people be making that joke, because it really be snipers on the roof.
Yep. So my other thing was like, if it wasn't for people saying, hey, there's somebody climbing on that roof.
Absolutely.
He would have been successful, because they weren't paying attention. And the only reason why it got brought to people's attention because they were recording him.
Absolutely.
Climbing up the side of the building and scooching up the roof. If they didn't see him, he might have been successful, bro. Like, absolutely. And we would be in a much worse state right now.
It's unconscionable to believe that somebody is attempting this. Mm-hmm. It's even worse though that, like, because of the state of politics, right? There was like, oh, we got to find out, is he black? Is he white? Is he Republican? Is he Democrat?
Yeah, who cares if he's a Republican or
tried
Democrat?
To assassinate a former president,
right? Man. A living president.
Like, what's wrong with you, sir?
Who cares? Like,
it don't matter how you do politics.
Yeah,
does not matter how you politically decide what space you decide you occupy.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody just tried to murder a president in America in 2024. You got to be kidding me, bro.
A lot of wild stuff going on.
Yeah,
bro.
Got to be kidding me.
A lot of wild stuff going on. It's going to be interesting a few months. Like, the way things are ramping up. We only got, 3 months till the election?
Absolutely.
Yeah. 3.5, 4 months to the election. It's going to get wilder. Yes, they're in the middle of the Republican RNC National Convention right now in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
J.D. Vance just got selected.
Former public affairs Marine. So we probably crossed paths with him before.
Absolutely.
You know, we know some good Marines some cool Marines that were public affairs people.
Absolutely.
But we know a large amount of them weren't cool. So
some of y'all need some work.
It's gonna be interesting to see the way he's backpedaled on. You know, he came out against Trump, and they had everything that he said. I was hearing all the recordings yesterday of what he came out and said against him after January 6th and this, that, and the other, and how we need to pray for our country while this man's the president. So to see him backtrack, you're like, I wonder what he had to do behind closed doors.
Well, everybody does that.
Yeah. What did he have to do to Trump, though?
I mean,
did he have to diddy him? What did he have to do?
But you gotta remember, like, Trump. Somebody said this to me the other day, and I was like, I had to live in that, right?
Mm-hmm.
President Trump has the access, right, and the ability to go here and do this, right.
Mm-hmm.
But what he does not have is the administration.
Okay.
Right. So if you think, like, the last time he was the president, it was several slots in his administration that was wide open.
That's true.
So if you have a person who don't know how to do administration, but they know how to rally the folks,
yeah.
But now you got the person beside them that know how to do administration, the whole thing is complete. The thing that I think I have the most trouble with, right, is for the longest, a good amount of President Trump's constituents was trying to say that he had no knowledge of Project 2025, right? So you look at his website, is Presidency 47 or whatever have you, like, but there's no Project 2025 stuff. He distanced himself from that. And that's when people thought that he was going to select maybe Tim Scott to be his running mate. But now that he's chosen a person who is completely involved in Project 2025, how does that fare against what people was told versus what they should be believing?
Yeah. He also went after that staunch Midwest voting block because he lost that last time.
Absolutely.
You know, I think he won Ohio last time.
Yeah.
But he lost Michigan and he lost Pennsylvania. And what state sits right in the middle between Ohio?
Absolutely.
Is right there in between both of those.
Low on the inside.
So, yeah. My favorite part about Michigan is when people be like, what part are you from? And I do this to people. I'm like, what part you from? Like, they don't like that. They don't like that. They don't like that.
Shout out to all the Michiganders. You can do this right here too. Right? Because they got Yoopers right here. People who live up here, right? The Upper Peninsula. So this guy, and then they call the people down here trolls. Above the bridge or below the bridge. But shout out to Michigan, the murder mission.
Right. No doubt. Stuff blowing up here. Okay, there we go. We're good.
But
yeah, man. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I am completely intrigued. I am locked in. I already have my my ballot coming to my house. I'm going to vote and send it out. I have no wants or needs to go stand in the line in November.
Absolutely.
You know, for the fact that, you know, most of the times because I'm a big black dude, people don't want to try me. But I feel like on that day,
anybody true?
Somebody.
Here's the thing. This is all right. So this is what I really would like for people to take away, right? Like, please stop voting based on fear, right? There's nobody who's gonna just show up and the country's gonna be
never vote on fear.
We did that already,
right?
I get that people are like, oh well, it's Friday 2025 and no more presidents. That's not real, gang. If it do become real, I will 100% eat my words, humble pie, whatever have you. I'm just saying the reality is we live in America, right? Though sometimes our democracy is tested, it is the greatest democracy in the world, right? So don't get it confused. I've been around the world, man. Like, I really have lived around the world. I fought around the world. As like, I've seen a lot. So we got to get to a space where we really just understand that the only way to move forward is to understand that all of America needs, right? We don't need nobody else to help us to get out of it for real. We just need to understand that every American needs, and then that baseline understanding that every American needs, we can grow from there, right? For me specifically, I'm a descendant of American chattel slavery, right? So for me, I would like for all of the candidates that I vote for to have a black agenda. And I don't mean like an African-American agenda. I mean like an agenda for people who descended from American chattel slavery, right? Because as people look into the abyss that is, Black wealth or Black, upward mobility, a lot of what you see is foreign Black people that have kind of stepped into the space of the descendants. So if there's some space that needs to be taken, right? Well, there is space that needs to be taken for lineage-based options for those of us that have descended from slavery, so that we can ensure the generations of our family.
Understood. And then the other thing that most people can you can't forget about, almost everything a president wants to do, it has to be approved. It takes an act of Congress. Absolutely. So a lot of that stuff in Project 2025, it might get written up, the bill might be presented, but it won't see the light of day. Like a lot of it won't happen. Some of that stuff is so radical.
Yeah.
And it is, as much as I am down on the way our government is run, I do still have faith that there's enough people out there that's making our laws and running this country, that enough of them will stand up and say, no, this ain't, I'm not backing this.
A lot of people was afraid because of the Supreme Court's decision last week this gives the president absolute power and immunity. It's really just immunity, right? Like immunity from prosecution.
Right.
You got it. But
right. That's all he really cares about.
That's all he wanted.
That's all he wants. He don't want to go to jail. That's what it is.
It's like
he does. That's what this is all about. He does not want to go to jail.
Don't want me and my friends to go to jail. Yeah. For something that we thought we could do.
There's 19 friends.
I thought we could do it.
It was 19. That jail would be you want to talk about Goodfellas. That would be an amazing jail, probably.
To go hang out in?
He would have Secret Service in jail.
Yeah, that's what they said. So that's the other part, though. That's also the other part.
Mm-hmm.
The former president also has not been sentenced in his conviction.
Right.
I think they got a July 28th date or something like that. They pushed it back from the 11th. So we don't even know what them 34 felonies look like.
No, we don't.
He's the front runner for the Republican Party right now.
Right.
But in 2 weeks,
right,
they might be like, bro, you finna go to Rikers Island.
They might, yeah. And for what I understand, they have Sing Sing and Rikers. They have this prison sub building.
Absolutely.
And I guess he would be in one of those, something like that. But he would have to be by himself.
Well, they actually, right, there was a meeting right at once he got convicted, there was a meeting the next day with the Secret Service and the Bureau of Prisons in New York, right? And it was just to decide how the Secret Service will be in jail. They got to be in jail with him. So he going to be able to be in Gen Pop, but he going to have Secret Service with him in Gen Pop. Right? Even if they say, okay, well, now this is just a little too much, it's too much of a show, and they put him in SIG, you're still going to have the Secret Service with you every day. You have 24-hour Secret Service.
Yeah. You remember when Disney used to make crazy-ass movies about stuff?
Like that?
And they made a movie about the Secret Serviceman that had to watch the president's kid, and it was Sinbad. That would be a hell of a Disney movie. The Secret Serviceman that had to watch my dad in prison.
Oh, crap.
Oh my God, man.
I cannot do this, right?
I'm not afraid of knives, but I'm terrified of shanks. I don't like the word shank.
Hey.
And when you actually see what a shank looks like, why they always got a razor edge?
No, here's the thing. All right, so when I was a shorty, right? I was a scared straight when I was in high school. Right?
Okay. Okay.
That's a whole nother story right there, dude.
Okay. So didn't know that one. Okay.
So they sent me to the scared straight.
Okay.
And the jail, we went to Cook County Jail, right? We went to the county, and they showed us a shank that was made out of a styrofoam plate and a piece of plastic wrap that got sharpened on the floor, gang. It was like a whole sword.
See, so if you can do that, why can't you go to college for engineering?
You could. Why again? They took your hope from you because they was like, you know what? We just gonna hold systemic issues, huh?
Oh my gosh, man. That's some wild stuff. Prison wild, bro.
It is.
Prison is a wild place. And although I always tell people this, and I'll be dead serious. I'll be serious when I say it. I don't want to go to prison, but I feel like I would thrive if I was there.
I wouldn't.
I feel it because one, I don't like talking to people. I'm an introvert, even though I do stuff like this. I'm mostly an introvert. I like to fight. I do like to fight. Every now and then I'll punch a wall so I can remember what the pain. I want you see my knuckles, see all these scars? Like, I like to fight. So, I think I would thrive. I would be okay. Like,
how many years is you doing though off this? This been okay? Is this like a year or something?
Well, I feel like.
Are you like 60 days in? Like,
nah. I feel like solitary would be a gift for me. So I would probably do whatever I had to do to stay in solitary. You know what I'm saying? Like,
go miss. Oh, he's back in the city.
Yeah.
Hey, he back in the city. All right.
Yeah, because I ain't trying to, bro. Like, because if I find out why you in, and it's something bad, I gotta watch my back around you two constantly.
It's
like,
jail, I mean, I'm not with anybody go. I mean, there's several people that's innocent, but it's also several people who did something bad.
Yeah, they did something bad, and like I'm not trying to be watching my back all the time, bro.
That's why I can't thrash.
Yeah, you know me. When I go in restaurants, I have to see the door.
Right.
I have to have my back against the. You because we've been to war before.
Absolutely.
You sat in the restaurant last night. You said you was watching the door, so I was comfortable. If anybody else was in our dinner table wasn't sitting on that side, I wouldn't have been. Cool. I would not have been.
Everybody at the table got PTSD. Everybody sitting there like. So
yeah.
I mean, it is a thing, man. Like, but I definitely don't like the fact that America has gone to the space of committing political violence.
Hopefully that was the end of it. Hopefully I don't want to see that shit no more, bro. Like
that shit's weird,
like granted, like for no matter what you feel about that man, like he got children. You know that
he's American.
He American. His family loves him. Not all of his family, but they care about him. It's crazy. Like I got family I don't talk to right now. It don't mean I don't love them, but I ain't gotta be around them. But I don't want nothing bad to happen to them. You know what I'm saying? So let's kill this shit, bro. Yeah. Like kill it. We'll be back.
Yeah, man. Y'all stay tuned.
Mm-hmm.
What up? Welcome back to Sean and Sean Talk About Shit. That's the first time I've said the full name of the podcast in quite some time.
Is it really?
Yeah. Like usually I'd be like, yeah, welcome back, Sean and Sean Talk.
Oh, okay.
Right. Welcome back to Sean and Sean Talk About Shit. With Sean and Sean.
Yep. Yeah, so man, a lot of sports going on, a lot of sports news going on.
Absolutely.
Apparently, we're about a month away from the NFL kicking off with the Hall of Fame game.
Yes.
Hall of Famers are going in. I think the Hall of Fame game is the first weekend of August, so we less than a month. We about 2 weeks away. Jacoby Jones passed away.
May his memory always be.
Rest in peace, Jacoby Jones, Ravens legends, Texans legend.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you remember Jacoby, but he was big. He was the guy that caught the Mile High Miracle when they beat the Broncos.
Absolutely.
In the year they won the Super Bowl. He's also the guy that ran back the kickoff against the 49ers in the Super Bowl. Yeah,
absolutely.
And he caught a touchdown pass.
When I saw his, he was like number 12 or something.
Yeah, 12. Yeah.
When I saw his jersey, right? Obviously, you all know I moved to Baltimore not too long ago, but when I saw his jersey, I was like, man, this dude looks so familiar. Like I just remember his energy. Mm-hmm. But may his memory always be for a blessing.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace, brother.
You dig? That's wild.
Yep. Rest in peace, man. That was out of the blue. Like, I played college football with a guy that played on that team, Brian McKinney. He was left tackle, and I was reading his post yesterday. He was like, "Damn, I was just with you," because Jacoby's birthday was Saturday. He was like, "I was just with you celebrating your birthday on Saturday." Like, I was like, "Man, life is short, bro.
Absolutely,
life is short, man.
It happens so fast, bro.
Yeah, life is short, and if you is just sitting at home being angry because you ain't doing and somebody blocking you from doing what you, that's on you, bro. Like, I used to be in that trap.
Everybody did.
I used to be in that trap, blaming it on everybody else. Now it's on you, man. Like, your life is too short to be mad and angry and just sitting there and doing nothing, bro.
Facts.
Yeah, it's too short, man. It's too short. Like, it ain't nothing to it but to do it, like they say.
You just gotta, in real life, man. I know people be saying it all the time, like, "Oh, nah, you just gotta really get up off your shoulders."
Yeah,
you really just got to jump out the window with it. Like, just like, if as long as it's not illegal, unethical, or immoral, right, and it don't cause loss of life, limb, or eyesight, like, you should be solid. Like, just go get it. Get to it. Matter of fact, tap in with your partners. Like, everybody that you kick it with, tap in with them.
Yep, exactly. If somebody got something to get you where you want to be, and if you're a solid enough person, they gonna vouch for you. You know what I'm saying? They gonna vouch for you. Like, to me, and let's get into this too. A person, when you ask a person for help, if a person got a contact, I'm gonna say this, and I don't care if people get mad or not. I'm gonna say it. If you asking somebody for help, and these people know somebody or can get you to the level you want to be at, then you know you got a good idea. You just need the right people to hear it. If that person says, "Yeah, I possibly could help you, but my name is going to be attached to it too, so it's got to be right," fuck off from that person.
Absolutely.
Fuck off from that person.
That's real.
Because this the thing. One, if it's me and I F it up, that ain't got nothing to do with you. You just made an introduction. And two, that just tells me that you just trying to jump onto my idea if it do work. Because you ain't got no ideas in the first place. Because if you did have ideas and you got the connection, you would have been up there. You'd have been Shonda Rhimes. You'd have been Issa Rae. You'd have been this person. So if a person ever say, "Yeah, but I got to be careful because my name going to be attached to it," don't fuck with them.
That's it, guys. Because the reality is, like, somebody who really got love for you like that, and they know you, they like know you,
right?
They know you.
They know you talented.
Yeah, they don't have no reason putting their name. They don't have no choice or no qualms about putting their name on your name.
No,
they like, "Hey, hit my people.
Right.
Stay up." Matter of fact, let me send an introduction.
Right.
That's
Bro,
what I'm on.
Have I ever told anybody no to anything professionally? Anything? Have you ever even heard me say, "I gotta think about this"?
Not at all.
Like, it's always automatic. Because anybody I know that's coming to me about bettering themselves, that's you trying to make your life better.
That's it.
Why would I block it if I can help?
That's what you supposed to be here to help.
Yeah.
Like, so, all right. I guess instead of getting into sports, we could just really get into
yeah. Let's talk.
Here's the thing, gang. Like, so when we talk about, like, generationally, right? As Black folks, again, when I go back to, like, the lineage based things. For those of us that have descended from American chattel slavery, what we looking at is, once there was a certain group of Black folks that had made it, they started gatekeeping the wealth.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
They was like gatekeeping different pieces of things, and then that's what they own. They know the spaces. So
I'll move your mic a little closer.
we ain't really get a chance for us to get no footage. So now when we came up tough, now we done made it a little bit.
Right.
We didn't make it for real, but we made it a little bit. So now it's incumbent upon us to not gatekeep.
Right.
We gotta teach the youth, like, yo, you gotta do this and do, because the reality is, it don't take till you 40.
Right.
The reason why it takes till you 49 is because you don't realize until you turn 40 that all of the people that was older than you been gatekeeping all the information the whole time, because it kept them paid. It kept them in power. So now listen, you're a shorty in my line. Everybody who know me know, I'll tell you in a heartbeat, I got a guy for that. Like, I got a guy. So recently, this is what I realized, Sean. Career wise, I was struggling for my whole life, right, to figure out what I wanted to be in my career. Right, I watch you go to the space of like, this is what I want to be on. This is what I want to do. I watch my wife do it. And like everybody in my life. I recently realized that my life is a lot like Clarence Avon.
Okay.
Right.
Black Godfather.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that I'm a Black Godfather, but I'm telling you, I got a guy. You dig?
Yeah.
And that's how his career started, right? I got a guy for that. I got a guy for that. But like, that's how I use my network. And I'm not when you go and see somebody and you tell them you came from me, they already expect a certain thing. So that's why I don't gotta tell you, hey, my name attached. They already know what it is.
Right.
They already know what it is.
Right.
So that's what I'm on, G.
Yeah, I just don't understand what it is about that crab mentality, bro. Like, like it's on you to make sure you're successful. But if you can make sure somebody else can get that boost, do it.
You got to.
Like it is your duty as a person, as a Black person, not just Black people, anybody. It's your duty
for the youth
to help. It's not going to be, I love using my influence. I love when people call me and ask me, can they use me as a resume for a job? Or can I write them a letter? Or can I make a call in there? I love when people do that. Like, because it's like, yeah, I'll do it. Like, because I know you solid. You came up under me. I remember when you was under me and I was teaching you and you was paying attention. And now I see what I was teaching you in your everyday work. I see how you go about being a profession. I see how you don't get mad even when you should be mad.
Absolutely.
Like I see how you can hold that to keep your professionalism. So yeah, I got no problems.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna help you out.
I think, in my opinion, that is like the quintessential dope part about being an adult. Right? When you a child and you teenager, whatever have you, like you don't have really the access to the informational resources that you should.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if you got young people that live with you, or if you are young listening to this, I'm gonna say this right here. If you got an idea and you like, this idea needs $1 million or $100,000 for it to work, right? You don't actually need $100,000 or $1 million. What you need is to look at your network and see who you know that already has 100,000 or has $1 million, and they looking to invest. But how you gonna find them? You have to open your mouth and start asking.
You gotta start asking questions. You gotta start.
A closed mouth don't get fed. So if you don't never ask nobody that you think got 100,000 to invest, 10,000 to invest, if you don't never ask them, you'll never know. So that's my advice to you. If you take it, you probably gonna see some high heights. If you don't, I'm not mad at you for being afraid, gang.
Yeah, that's exactly what that's what Irv Gotti was telling that story. Because he got into television and he ain't know nothing about TV, but he knew what he wanted to produce in television.
Absolutely.
And he got to deal with BET to produce the Tale Show and a couple other things. But he got his money from this millionaire in Stockholm. He got a billionaire in Stockholm. The guy fronted him the money because they had a relationship from back when he was doing music.
That's it.
And the guy fronted him the money to start his network. Now he got the money, and the guy is a solid partner, and that's all he pushing forward. Like it's all about who you know and maintaining relationships, bro. Like we as Black people have this thing where we are so independent. Nobody's afraid to maintain bridges anymore. People burn bridges like it ain't nothing.
I was just about thinking the same.
But you burning bridges to relationships that don't mean nothing.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but some of those relationships do mean something, and you don't even realize it.
Absolutely.
You don't even realize who that person might know, or whose aunt that is, who uncle that is. Like, it's just crazy, man. Like, it's crazy.
The reality is that in order for you to move forward, right, you have to recognize the people that's around you. When people say your network is directly equal to your net worth, right?
Yep.
That's a real thing.
Yep.
I'm gonna just say this. When I had my birthday dinner yesterday, right? Like we seen the net worth at the table.
Yeah, absolutely.
The the net worth of the entire event was incredible.
Yeah.
But it wasn't because we all didn't struggle at some point.
Right.
Everybody seen some struggle.
Right.
But what happened was we all persevered, and then we got opportunity. We all advanced on them opportunities to get to the next space. You don't gotta listen. Don't listen to somebody telling you that you can't get there, man. You can really make it. Like you just gotta put your head down and stay focused. It takes some focus, but also it's gonna take you doing some legislation. It's gonna take you voting. It's gonna take you ensuring that the people who have the access have your best interests at heart. So it's a lot of work, but it's like it's so beneficial when they get there.
Yeah. It also helps that you maintain being a solid person.
Yes.
You know, you can't go to people with money and say, give me money, and they look into you a shitty person.
Absolutely.
Like,
And don't show up empty-handed.
Yeah. Right. That too. They gonna want, like Bob Johnson, when he started BET. Mike Baker told me this story. When he started, he had an idea for BET, but he didn't have the money. So he went to this guy that he knew had money. Guy had money. He said, I need $50 million. He said I need $20 million to make BET happen. So the guy was like, well, how much money you got right now? He's like, I ain't got nothing right now. So the guy with the money told Bob Johnson, you raise $30,000 in the next 6 months. I'll front the rest for BET. You think he ain't raised it? He raised that $30,000. Like,
and the way,
because you got a guy saying you need $20 million. All he asking you for, he not even asking you for, he asking for nothing. 30,000,
30K. I'm saying Bob Johnson did it on cable access.
Right.
You went to cable access. That means you use all of the free resources that you can find.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Got your network popping.
Yep.
Like got the identity of the network popping.
Yep.
Right. And then ended up branding it enough to make that 30K.
Yep.
To end up with your deal.
Yep.
Then ultimately sold it to Viacom, but like,
yep,
you still had the space.
Yep.
So I definitely could understand that. Like,
yeah.
You gotta
and if you don't have money, you do have some kind of talent or something, you gotta barter. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to barter and offer something. There's lots of people that I shoot for throughout the year where I know this is just something that I'm bartering for to get something from them later on.
Absolutely.
And that's what's expected out of our relationship.
Absolutely.
Like I say, I do the shoot with Ed Reed every year, for his charity weekend. And it's not a lot of money out of that, but I look at those relationships.
Absolutely.
I do it for the relationship. Because he's a cool dude. I'm really cool and close with Glenn, his manager, the guy that runs the charity, and some of the other people that are in there. And it's a good weekend. And we're helping people. We're raising money for children. So I'll take my camera, I'll shoot some B-roll.
But look how you got there though.
Yeah,
Sean, look how many free shoots got you to the point where you shoot.
Yeah.
And I don't mean free shoots for them. Like free shoots in the past turned into skills.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What not to do.
Right.
What to do. Boom. Now you ended up in the spot.
Right.
Polish your skills up, gang. Good.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like I was talking to him yesterday. He was like, well, the budget might not be. He's like, the budget is. I'm like, bro, don't worry about it. Like we family. Like, plus Ed Reed was my mother's favorite player. So I'm like, I'm gonna be there no matter what, So
that whole part, man.
Yeah.
So just so you can recap. Man, just remember, man, tap all the way in.
Yeah.
Right? Don't ever let nobody make you believe that you can't do what you know you could do.
That's it.
You did?
That's it. You already know what you can do because something in you is already telling you what you're capable of.
It keep telling you.
It keep telling you to do it.
Right?
It keep telling you to do it. You're like,
and you out here like, no, I gotta go to work.
Yeah, it's
keep going to work.
Everybody already know what they supposed to be doing because that voice don't stop until you
start doing.
Until you get there. Until you start.
Once you start doing the stuff, it'd be like, all right, we on the way.
Yeah,
we almost there.
Yeah.
All right. So go on and do your thing, man. Man. Catch y'all on the flip side.
Yeah, we already proud of y'all.
Absolutely
already.
Proud, especially if you're young.
Yeah.
If you under the age of 65 right now, and you own something other than socks and shoes, I'm proud of you.
Yep, absolutely. All right, we're gonna be right back. Welcome back. Sean and Sean talk about shit.
Sean and Sean talk about shit.
Third space, Baltimore, Maryland. That's where we are.
Absolutely.
So Nike sued the shoe
Go ahead.
Nike sued the shoe surgeon
That's alliteration for your ass.
for $60 million
Yes.
because they said he was doing customs on fake shoes, fake Nikes. So, what do you think about that? This is what I'm thinking.
What you got?
I'm gonna just get it out the way. If I buy a shoe, right, it's mine. I can customize it however I want.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? If I bought a shoe and I didn't know it was fake, unless he was knowingly buying fake Nikes, was he doing that? He was. He was knowingly buying fake Nikes. So that's what it's about.
More than likely.
Okay, all right. So I see. I only saw the headline, and I know the guy, and I'm like, why are they going my thing with customs? I'm not a custom guy. I don't have that kind of artsy to do. If I customize something, it's gonna be effed up. It's gonna be effed up. Right. So I rock my shoes the way that they come out the box. You know, I lace them all the same way. You know, but I ain't customizing nothing. So when I seen this guy watch his videos, I'm like, this dude funky. You know, he really good. But I'm like, why are they going after him for customizing something that he bought? But I didn't realize it was for fake shoes.
Well, all right, so Nike don't like for people to infringe on their copyright, right? They don't like nobody to replicate any of the shoes that they got.
Okay,
right?
Okay.
So when you out now, you know, everybody's selling replicas. That's like a thing. Like you could buy replicas now.
Okay.
It's like they make you cool.
Okay.
So it's easier to customize reps. That's what when I first started watching people do custom, I'm like, how you doing a custom with a pair of shoes that's worth $1,200, $1,300?
Some
bands, like
some off-white ones. Yeah. Why you cutting them up? Yeah.
Why would you do this?
Yeah.
So then when I started finding out a lot of these dudes was using replicas, that's why the leather looks soft when they cutting into it. Like, I do understand the idea of creating your own shoe, right? This is where I would say you could go to Nike, right, and be like, hey, when y'all got these type of throwaways, let me get the throwaways. Right. This is what I'm doing.
Nike got a whole recycle section in their store, in their outlet stores now. There's a brown box that said these shoes are recycled. There's a whole section of recycled shoes.
Absolutely.
So you can buy them.
You could be like, yo,
and they always reduce. They always 40% off. So you can get them and then do your thing, right?
I feel like that's a thing.
I don't think Nike would have an issue with that, do you?
I feel like Nike would be like, this is a way to upcycle. It's keeping everything fresh. It makes Nike look green. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That also highlights the customizer, right? Because what happens if the customer's like, yo, I got these out the Nike, woo, they do the joint, and then they the shoes blow. Like, that's a W for everybody that's involved. So if you are a person, again, when we was like the last segment, we were just talking about like getting your own joint.
Right.
I dig that you would do something like that, but like, if you just gonna say, I need a shoe, go get your own shoe. Right?
Right.
Don't go get a replica shoe, because then now you gonna customize it, and not just because you customized it, now somebody else should pay you $300, $400, $500 for this $20 shoe that you sold.
Right.
I'm not with that.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna customize something, customize a Team Jordan.
Absolutely.
Customize, as my guy Mike Rich, guy watching on YouTube, Mike Rich, he all he do is go in the outlets and show you what's available. All the shoes, the same shoes every week, but it's fun. His take on it's fun. But he called Team Jordans, he called them Nathaniels. He's Air Nathaniels is what he calls them. So if you got them goddamn Nathaniels on your feet, I'm coming for you.
Here's the thing.
I had them Nathaniels on.
The reality is,
yeah. And he called them one of the Nathaniels that got the OG colorway, then the boss level Nathaniels. Hey, the boss level.
Oh,
he's hilarious, man. He is hilarious.
I am dying. That's real. Like, if you started customizing, if every shoe customizer out there started customizing Team Jordans, Team Jordan would release a brand of shoes for you, right, with your designs. Because everybody in the world knows that Team Jordans are not it. They don't even have a pair of shoes that's kind of it. Yeah. Where you can be like, you know what, I'll wear them.
I'll tell you one. Well, what's the Team Jordan, the joint that came out in 01 with the chunky sole? People was wearing them joints. I think it was called the Team Jordan, but people was wearing them joints, and then people was wearing the 6 rings a little bit.
The 6 rings is official.
But they still Nathaniels. They still Nathaniels. They still there.
I don't know why that's so funny. But I'm just saying, if you started customizing Team Jordan, nobody be mad at you.
No, you're probably right. But I saw the report, Nike report that their Team Jordans made $1 billion last year. They made $1 billion off of Team Jordans.
Slim Jim made $1 billion off of
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But it's like, I'm looking at, like, but when you go, like, because I'm on the shoe stuff every day. I'm looking at something every freaking day. The Nathaniel is only $15 less than the OG.
Because somebody has convinced people that them shoes look cool. You know who wear them shoes? Old white dudes who think they got Jordans.
And the kid that's in elementary school that wasn't cool,
who wanted that
think he cool now because he got on them damn Nathaniels.
Here's the thing. When you buy your kids Team Jordans, don't come home and say, I got you a pair of J's. It don't hit the same, Sean. It got the jump, man.
And then when they see it,
it's not the same shoe. They're gonna be excited for nothing, especially if you lead them up to it. You like 3-4 weeks and shit. Hey, I got you these Jordans. Then you gonna get them Jordans for your birthday. And then you show up with the Team J's.
Yeah.
Everybody in your family circle gonna be angry.
Yeah.
Because Shorty has now told everybody at school he getting a pair of J's. They automatically gonna think whatever is coming, whatever the release that's closest to that date.
That's what they getting.
That's what you get.
The most egregious Team Jordan is the True Flight. Have you seen the True Flight?
Oh.
Have you seen the True Flight?
Yes.
It looked like the 7. It looked like the 7, and it will catch you slipping in the stores. If your mother bring that thing home and think it was a 7, don't be mad at her. Don't be mad at her because she thought because that joint be catching me slipping from a distance.
Is that it? Oh no!
Like, you get up on it, it's like, oh damn, that's a Nathaniel.
It's Nathaniel thing is got me choke.
Man, Air Jordan Nathaniel up here got me. Maybe look like I don't know how to look at shoes and shit. Yeah. But yeah, man, it's crazy out here. It's crazy. But it's just crazy. I was wondering. I wanted to talk to you about that because I saw that they sent the lawsuit after the guy.
But it's all because of that lady. Remember the Shorty had got caught selling resales on what's the name of the place? The S place that people go get their shoes.
StockX. Yeah, StockX.
And then they found out his mom was a Nike executive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And she bought the shoes.
Absolutely.
Using the Nike credit purchase card.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That fucked the
Did she go to jail? She didn't go to jail, did she?
That fucked the whole, I don't know, but that messed the whole game up.
That was like 2 years ago.
When that happened, That's when Nike started going after every single person.
Oh, so that's where they went after my guy, Eric Kai.
Absolutely.
Because his shoes was kind of funky. They was ones. But I like that lightning bolt on the side. But they got it here for like $2 million something. They going after petty money too that don't even matter to them. They going after money they know it
don't matter to them.
No,
but right. What it's doing is the creators that they hidden is leaving them with maybe 100,000 in capital.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And then now you got to try to live your same $2 million life with this 100,000. So the thing is though, you really are you are infringing on the copyright, so you don't even really have space. You could really just go and be like, hey, I want a partnership, brand deal, work, see what we can do. That's how a lot of designers really got on, man.
Yeah, man. But it's interesting out there. It's really I would like to see where the shoe surgeon goes from here, because honestly, when you dealing in that world, isn't the natural progression to create your own shoe at some point?
Absolutely.
So what is he like? Is that just something he does not, or was he just happy just doing things business as usual? Because the guy, I watched Homer Simpson too. Him and his brother, Buckets, down in Tampa, they do heavy reviews. They're in development. They has got their own T-shirts, their own clothing line, and now they got their own shoe. Like they're working on the second version of their own shoe. So it's like that should be natural progression in faith.
That's how it's supposed to work. But some people not on that path. They want to capitalize on other people's ideas.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. Yep, I feel you. Well, I think we good, man. We had a good show. Welcome back. I mean, we're back again. Second show back.
Yes, indeed.
Again, we want to keep doing this. I enjoy doing this. Like we started doing this as a form of therapy. Remember?
Absolutely. Now I feel insane when I do and don't do it.
Yeah, we started doing this as a form of therapy. And when I was looking at our what's the Buzzsprout, I was like, man, it's like 50 shows on here. When I was scrolling down, I was like, it's like 50 things. 50
somebody said, somebody saw it on their device the other day. They was like, you all got seasons? I was like,
yeah,
we actually do. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's
look,
cool.
This
man.
third space right there, man.
Yep,
look,
right there. Baltimore, Maryland.
When y'all come to Baltimore, right? My goal is for third space to be on one of them signs in the airport. So when you see it, when you come to Baltimore, you're like, oh, I gotta make it to third space. So come hang out at third space. That's where we at.
Yep.
Boom.
It'll happen.
All right.
It'll happen.
I love y'all. There's nothing you can do about it. You dig? We had a ball. We back.
Yeah. I think next time we should talk about some movies. We haven't talked about movies or music in a long time.
It has been some time.
It's been a long time. And there's some good movies like Deadpool and Wolverine is coming out this month.
I heard. I'm a little disappointed in Disney though, because I was supposed to see Inside Out at home.
Oh, were you? Oh, they didn't release it? And the sequel, the 30-year sequel to Twisters is coming out this weekend.
I heard, dude.
I went to the movies before we get out of here. I went to the movies and I saw Bad Boys. Bad Boys. And there was this young couple in the movie theater. And the Twisters trailer came on. And then when it ended, the guy was like, oh my God. He was young. He was like, that movie came out in the 70s, and I heard the first one came out in the 70s, and I heard it was killer. I'm like, dude, that was like 94 or 95 when that first movie came out. Like, stop trying to make me older than I am, man.
Born in the late 1900s.
I was like, that movie's only like 30 years old. Like,
listen, it's always real hanging out with y'all. Thanks for kicking with Sean and Sean while we talk about shit. So catch y'all on the next one, gang.
Yep, we out.
Peace.